Hello you guys, what's up? I am GojiFan1998 and welcome back for another new video for today once again. Today I am going to do for another part for the movie reviews for Toho movie reviews, and I'm on the second installment of Toho's Transforming Human Series with The Secret of the Telegian from 1960, directed by Jun Fukuda, this is my all-time favorite movie from the 1960s, and I always love this film. Everything all about it was just awesome. Alright. Before we start talking about the movie, let's talk about the history about the film, which is I'm going to share it from this book by John LeMay. His book called The Big Book of a Japanese Giant Monster Movie, Showa Companion, from the 1954 to 1989, where it has information about the Secret of the Telegian. So yeah, before it was actually Jun Fukuda was chosen as directing the movie, originally the film was going to be directed by Ishiro Honda, but Ishiro Honda was unable to do it as he was too busy working on Battle in Outer Space at the same time. It's one of those things, you can't be in two places at the same time. Before the movie was end up being delayed, Toho had made a quick decision for the last second. They decided to hire Jun Fukuda, who had previously assistant director of Rodan from 1956, was directed by Ishiro Honda. Jun Fukuda was the excellent choice, became a new director, this is his first movie he ever directed. Jun Fukuda, who later directing all 5 of the Showa Godzilla movie, including other crime drama movies, including the James Bond spoof movie from 1965 to 68, Eye Your Finger movies. But that's what I'm going to plan to review this movie as soon as I can. And now, The Secret of the Telegian for 1960s is the second entry of the Toho Transforming Human trilogy. The screenplay of the film was written by, once again, which is not Takashi Kimura this time, it was written by Shinichi Sasugawa, who wrote Varan for 1958, he was approached to write the script. So, I like the plot of the story, what's going on in the film, including, I like that in the movie in the beginning of the film takes place in an amusement park. So, I like the way that one of the former lieutenant character named Oshi, that he had finally explained what is going on, that it all started on the night of the end of World War II, where Japan had surrendered. As he was, you see that lieutenant guy, as he tried to smuggle some Japanese gold into the cave for the selfish ends, and it makes Lance Corporal Suno was holding these guys, that former lieutenant, along with intelligence officer and sergeant from the end of World War II, holding him in the gunpoint, and it ended up betrayed him. Thought he was dead for good, but it turns out somehow he's still alive after all this time. And I like to have every character to work together to find out what is going on, including, I like the main character, Kiroka. He was my favorite character of all time. He was a reporter, and he started to think about one day he should have been as a police in the first place. He teamed up with his old school buddy, Detective Kobayashi, played by legendary Toho actor who was in the Godzilla series, Akihiko Hirata, along with Yuichi Shichida was portrayed as the captain of the police. And yes, both Akihiko Hirata and Yuichi Shichida were playing 2 different cops instead of the same cop from the H-Man. So anyway, Lance Corporal Suno had actually changed his name as Girl Nakamura, that was a pretty cool, clever name to hide his true identity. He used the machine, and it was teleportation that he can transport to locate his enemy, who he's going to kill, to one place so he could get ready to attack. He only attacks in order by attacking the sergeant who was killed in the beginning of the movie in an amusement park. Then he was going after the intelligence officer named Takashi, or whatever the character's real name is. Then he was going after construction company guy named Saki, and then that lieutenant. He's targeting these guys on his list. He's hunting them down one by one, just like the Predator do. So yeah, and we also found out who's behind this machine was built. It was done by Dr. Nikki, who was also during World War II, and he's still alive after all this time, apparently he lost his leg after the end of the war, after the lieutenant and his buddies are betrayed Lance Corporal Suno, including Dr. Nikki. Here in the movie, in Japan, it was also known as the electricity transmitted man. The teleportation sequence idea to have a bad guy to transport one and another was inspired the idea of a 1958 classic film, The Fly. No, not to confuse the remake one, but this is long before the remake came. I was talking about the original Fly that started it. So anyway, Lance Corporal Suno had using Dr. Nikki's work to use it for to committing a bad to killing people for take out all four guys in one time. But when Dr. Nikki regained his consciousness after he was knocked out by Suno, he has to do is shut it off his machine and then also probably destroy his research with it, prevent it from falling in the wrong hand. When Suno thought that he won after he took down the last guy, but unbeknownst to him, Dr. Nikki turned off the main machine off and then ended up made that Suno disappearing in the face of the earth and destroying the telepod where he was at. That was a horrible way to be killed. Well, that bad guy always get in the wrong place. I like the effects that he was glowing when he showed up. Like he showed that he was electricity. But it was really cool concept having a bad guy with electricity, and including I like the way he's wearing a fake mask to cover his badly damaged face after what happened to him at the end of World War II. But now, when his mask came off, and it shows how badly he was, somehow he's still alive. And I don't know how did this guy like Suno survive all this time. But I really like a good concept. I have a teleportation idea inspired of The Fly for 1958 film. It was good to see Akihiko Harada and Yusa Shichida work together again as a different police character. Really good concept. Well, when this movie came in the United States, only released on television, which is only shot in black and white, was the English dub of the movie. With Ted Thomas was playing voice as Akihiko Harada's character for English dub, including my favorite quote that he said, "I know about attacks." And oh yeah, each time when all these four guys gets killed, they leave it at tags as part from the military for ID tags that was left behind. And I really enjoyed the movie, but for those of you who are wondering how are you going to chance to see the movie, you can find it on Amazon Prime and it is for free, so you can watch it along with the other app, which is I put in the description below. But I don't know how long they will stay. I don't know how long that Secret of Telegian will stay on both apps, because sometimes things gotta have to go to make room for the next upcoming new movie and new TV show and brought back the old ones. Well, you never know in one of a situation. Anyway, that's all I have to say for the Secret of the Telegian. Stay tuned to the next one, for which coming up next for the next installment of Toho's Transforming Human Series, the final chapter of it, which it will be The Human Vapor from 1960, with the return of Ishiro Honda to direct the movie. So yeah, special effects in the film was done by Eiji Tsuburaya, which he was the director of special effects in this movie. Really good concept for having Tsuburaya to work on the movie once more. The music in the film was so great, it makes you feel like something's coming to happen, like the bad guy is coming. Really good concept, really good story. So I gave this movie 5 out of 5 for the best science fiction movie and a crime drama film. So yeah, stay tuned for The Human Vapor, which will be coming up next, pretty soon, probably next weekend. But it depends on how long I'm going to make a schedule for it. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching. I will always stay with your fans, and Gojo Fan 1998 will always be here for more and do more videos in the future. So yeah, so stay with your fans, as always. Bye!